Have you ever wondered why egg whites turn white, breads rise, or broccoli sometimes turns a nasty color of green? What's the secret to making flaky pie crusts, and why does it work? Why is shortening called shortening? What does it do, and why does it work the way it does? If you find yourself interested in these things, or perhaps have even already wondered about them yourself, then you are a curious cook, and I have some good news. Food Science can give you the answers, and I have created a new online-only series of short courses just for you. They're called Edible Knowledge for the Curious Cook. In each Edible Knowledge for the Curious Cook short 30 to 60 minute course, I choose a food and pick it apart. In entertaining video lessons, each 3 to 5 minutes long, I teach you about each ingredient and tell you what it is, where it came from, and what its role is in the food. How about BHT, TBHQ, sodium erythorbate, or modified food starch? What are those mystery ingredients, and what are they doing in my food? Sodium nitrite is another one you might have heard of. Demystify all these ingredients as you enjoy learning about all of your favorite foods. What about the science of how food is made? For example, bacon is cured, yogurts and cheese are fermented, and pie crusts require cutting in fat and then rolling. What's going on in all these different processes? I take you through each food's major process, whether it be in your kitchen or in a food production facility, and teach you the science behind why the process works to produce the finished food. Let's take bacon as an example. Even if you don't eat bacon, you'll get the idea. Some common ingredients in bacon are pork, sugar, salt, sodium erythorbate, sodium ascorbate, and sodium nitrite. Usually it's smoked as well. Sometimes flavors are added. Some of these ingredients are familiar, others not so much. Hi, my name is Dale Cox, and I'm a professional food scientist. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in food science, and I've worked for 23 years for companies like Kellogg's, General Mills, and Kraft Foods. I developed a Cheez-It, Keebler cookies and crackers, and Gorton's fish sticks and fillets. I worked on Honey Bunches of Oats, was on the original development team for Oreo O's. Yes, food science is a thing. Pretty much everything you see when you walk into a grocery store has food scientists behind them. Many of your favorite restaurant chains employ food scientists to help develop the foods that you've come to enjoy when dining out. Even the drive-through fast food you get when in a hurry or on the road uses food scientists. In the bacon course, there are lessons on each ingredient, even the familiar ones. The salt lesson teaches you the differences between Himalayan pink salt, Hawaiian black lava salt, kosher salt, pickling salt, ice cream salt, among others. Lessons covering sodium erythorbate, sodium ascorbate, and sodium nitrite teach you what they are and what they're doing. Some ingredients can be a little scary, like sodium nitrite, but others just sound scary, like sodium ascorbate and sodium erythorbate, both of which are related to vitamin C. My goal is to teach you what they are, then you know. Armed with that knowledge, you can make better decisions for you and for your family. Continuing in the bacon course as an example, once you've learned about the ingredients, there is a curing meat science lesson and a smoking meat science lesson. Once you've learned the science behind all these processes, there is a putting it all together lesson where I take you through the whole process of how bacon is made, teaching the food science all along the way. As you learn from each course, you'll have aha moments all the time as you see the science and the whys behind phenomena you have experienced your whole life while preparing food. As you learn more of these concepts, it will give you the confidence you need to experiment with your favorite recipe and even come up with new ones on your own. And with the inevitable goof in the kitchen, you'll have a pretty good idea of what went wrong and can correct it next time around. My tagline for these courses is they take the mystery out of the mystery ingredients and teach you food science principles that help you become a better and more confident cook. Food science is edible knowledge. It is useful every day to keep you and your family safe. It's edible knowledge you can eat. You can purchase the courses individually, but since I started offering a subscription, it doesn't make any sense to do that. To access the many courses already available, just pay the very reasonable monthly subscription fee. That gives you access to all of them. Plus, there are more than 150 in the works, with about 2 new ones coming out every month. You get access to all of these through your subscription. At the current rate, that's more than 5 years of courses you can look forward to at about 2 courses per month. You'll also get the occasional bonus course. For example, right now you can access a course called Why Do Food Companies Make Food Addictive? I take you through the product development process that many larger food companies use when developing a new food. Then you'll know! In these courses, I do occasionally refer to my philosophy about food, which you might find a little surprising given my profession and many years in the food industry. I eat all the foods I have worked on, and in fact have been impressed with the focus on quality at any of the companies where I was employed. That said, I prefer to eat as close to nature as possible, as much as possible. That is, minimally processed foods, even when made in the kitchen. However, when I want a treat or need the convenience, I have no problem eating more highly processed foods on occasion, like a homemade or a store-bought chocolate chip cookie. I just try not to make a habit out of it and exercise some self-control on the amount I eat. Of course, that's easier said than done. For example, I love bacon and ice cream, and one of my favorite treats is reduced fat Cheez-Its. I like them better than the regular Cheez-Its, and even reduced fat white cheddar Cheez-Its, a product I developed while I was at Kellogg's. We have a travel trailer with a freezer, and our favorite vacation is to go and, quote, camp, bringing along our favorite treats. We load up on ice cream, Cheez-Its, and Oreos, among other things. In my opinion, the key is to consume more highly processed foods as a treat, or use them only when you need the convenience. You shouldn't eat any food all the time, and especially not more highly processed foods. I think of these foods as partially chewed or digested already, which allows your body to more easily convert them into glucose, and then into fat. I don't know about you, but I don't need fat to be produced any more easily than it already is in my body. As a part of this subscription, you also get access to the Curious Cook community, where you can share ideas with other curious cooks. I also take requests on the lineup of courses I'm working on. While I have 150 in the works, the list is growing all the time as people tell me what they want to know. You can influence the next courses and when they come out. Let me know what you want to learn, and I'll work to make it happen as soon as possible. So are you ready to learn some edible knowledge? Your food science journey is just beginning. Subscribe today. Use the discount code for a special offer just to get you started.